very good morning to Miss Elizabeth. Today, me, Lim Junjie, and my group members, Chan Zhewei, Andrew Chu Junhua, Tan Li Tong, and Liu Anqi, we will be presenting about how IKEA expanding its business to New Zealand. 17-year-old Ingvar Kamprad founded IKEA in Sweden in 1943. In 1943, his father gave him a small amount of money which he used to set up his own company named IKEA. IKEA is a privately held home products retailer that sells furniture, packed accessories, kitchen, and bathroom items in their store. And they wish to make as many people's home more livable as possible and assist them in doing so. Over the past few decades, IKEA has grown significantly, with the revenues reaching around billions of dollars. And the company has over 300 stores in 55 different countries. The first concept of IKEA is to offer affordable products for all of its customers and thus create a good quality design and value furniture. And secondly, being as sustainable as possible in every aspect of their operations was also important. IKEA keeps its price as low as possible and separates the workload with customers by leaving its products in a flat packaging and let customers assemble themselves. And the purpose of this report is to ascertain how IKEA should determine its strategic position in continuing to expand its business to New Zealand. Firstly, the objective of IKEA's company background will be provided. Second, it will explain the franchise concept and how IKEA uses the 4Ps marketing strategy to promote its business. And thirdly, the risk assessment, the main issue that IKEA is facing while expanding its business to New Zealand, and pastor analysis will be utilized to determine IKEA's expanding decision. And lastly, recommendation for innovative strategies in contributing to IKEA's future growth and revenue stream will be evaluated. And now, I'm going to pass to Li Tong for our second part.
Thanks, Junjie. To achieve IKEA's vision and mission, IKEA has adopted franchising, which allows the company to grow internationally. In this section, I will be talking about IKEA entering New Zealand by franchising. Franchising is a marketing idea that enables companies to expand quickly and efficiently. Franchising is a legal right to conduct businesses using a specified operational method and under a specific brand, including trademarks, logos, business systems, operating procedures, information technology, and marketing tactics. A franchise allows IKEA to expand rapidly by opening new outlets in a different location within a short period. Besides, it allows IKEA to have easier management since the franchisee must follow the headquarters rules and regulations. As a franchisee will be paying for all the costs of opening a new store in a new location, it reduces the capital costs, thus minimizing the risk and increasing profit. Moving on to the advantages of being a franchisee. Since franchisors want to make sure that their success method is repeated in each of the franchise, they will provide support and training to franchisee. Besides, less business experience is required because that they will be following the franchisee's rules. Not only that, a higher success rate is guaranteed to franchisees due to the support of IKEA's franchisor. Moving on to the 4Ps of IKEA. Auckland, New Zealand is a famous city with a higher population in the country, making it the best location to open an IKEA franchise. It is a city that includes 2 high-ranking universities, other small campuses, restaurants, as well as markets in its surrounding, similar to the market-based IKEA got in Melbourne, Australia. IKEA has over 12,000 products worldwide that can be divided into a few sections. For instance, textiles, home electronics, decorations, kitchenware, lighting, and bathroom products. This demonstrates that IKEA offers a large product line that caters to the needs and interests of Auckland customers. And now I will pass the presentation to Andrew.
Thank you, Li Tong. Now for my part, I'll be talking about price, promotion, and transnational strategy. IKEA sells most of their items at a low price, making them accessible to many consumers. Since most of the furniture is flat pack and consumers have to build it themselves, it allows IKEA to maintain an affordable price. Furthermore, IKEA manufactures its products in large quantities. As a result, it can keep its costs low and increase sales by selling at low prices. Moreover, whenever a product becomes popular, the company could even produce more at a lower cost and lower the price to increase sales. For instance, because of the pandemic, the Linmont table and Alex drawer have been sold out everywhere. For promotion, IKEA could also advertise on television, magazines, and social medias about their new opening in Auckland. Besides, they could regularly post updated news, promotion, and events on their social media. They could also give out gifts to their consumers that purchase up to a certain amount. Sponsoring some events or universities could also make a good image in their consumers' mind. Meanwhile, working on sustainable material could also make positive impressions for their brand. For transnational strategy, a transnational corporation combines the feature of both global and multi-domestic cooperation. Their goal is to increase local responsiveness while also gaining advantages from global integration. Transnational companies with high global integration have a central or head office in one country that manages local subsidiaries in foreign markets. If IKEA optimizes high level of global integration, it will become a globally recognized uniform brand. Besides that, when a company combines the strength of economies of scale with a high level of local responsiveness or attention to local markets, they get a level of customer centricity that sets their brand apart. One of the few benefits IKEA would gain while having a high local response would be gaining competitive advantage in local markets. A successful transnational company merges a high level of global integration with a high level of local responsiveness, providing you with the best of both worlds. Since no global businesses are alike in practice, this means that multinational businesses must combine a global forward-thinking strategy with local experience and modifications that perfectly suit each market. That's all from me. Thank you.
I'm Liu Anqi, and now I'm going to talk about the risk assessment of New Zealand, which I'll specifically discuss about business culture and business attitude. For business culture in New Zealand is not active and business minded because most people are satisfied with limited income. They're not active in applying strategic plannings to gain more profits. This will make IKEA face a problem that employees are not focused on effort, and this will also make IKEA hard to sustain success in New Zealand without developing a long-term growth and productivity plans. For business attitude in New Zealand is different from other countries such as United Kingdom and United States of America because United States of America and United Kingdom are preferred to take risks in order to go ahead. However, New Zealand people are usually conservative and very protective in hiding their skills and resources when they're with others. This shows people in New Zealand are not willing to advance themselves in business culture. And this might cause IKEA to have a demotivating attitude in workplace. Everyone is unwilling to share their talents, which will make it difficult for IKEA to grow and thrive in New Zealand. Next, I'll pass it to Joey to talk about the key issue that impacts the IKEA expense in New Zealand.
Hi, I'm Joey. Now I'm going to proceed to the key issue that impact IKEA expand its business to New Zealand. The first issue that IKEA facing is the population of New Zealand is too sparsely populated. IKEA rarely enter country where they can only open a single store. It is simply not worth the investment. Another issue is that IKEA, as a well-known furniture retailer, sell identical product at different price in different countries. This is because the geographical location of New Zealand is so far away from other mainland like Europe and Asia. Due to the high transportation costs, New Zealand IKEA pricing will be different from other countries. The transportation fee will be a significant concern if IKEA decides to expand its business to New Zealand. Next, IKEA pistol analysis examines the company business strategy. IKEA pistol analysis look at how political, economic, social, and technical aspects, as well as legal and environmental factors, affect its company. Pistol analysis is a methodology that is critical for firms like IKEA to understand market trends and continuous and continuously improve their business. Also, flexibility is one of the advantages of this analysis, and business can apply it to a range of different scenarios.
For recommendations, IKEA can consider building its first store in Auckland, as it has the highest density population in New Zealand. As mentioned above, Auckland is a transportation hub of New Zealand. The motorway network or a train system connecting different parts of the country and a high population density will help reduce the transportation network's average cost. The other concern is that IKEA's product will be more expensive due to the high expense of transporting furniture to New Zealand. To solve these problems, IKEA can set up a factory in New Zealand. Wood and cotton are the two of the essential raw materials of IKEA's products. All of those raw materials can be found easily from New Zealand. Furthermore, the government is trying to lower down the unemployment rate. If IKEA is building up a factory, it will help the government to shoulder the burden by hiring local citizens. And in conclusion, this paper has explained the problems IKEA might face and what to prepare while entering New Zealand. Firstly, franchising allows IKEA to expand rapidly and reduce some of the risks, as franchisors do not need to pay for the new branches to open, which will reduce capital costs. Secondly, IKEA also needed to adopt the marketing strategy 4Ps: placement, product, price, and promotion. By opening in Auckland, New Zealand, IKEA has a huge potential to reach out to customers, as Auckland has a high population. Most importantly, IKEA could consider advertising online. Advertising online or on other social media platforms could attract many customers throughout New Zealand, as technology nowadays is very advanced. We also concluded that there are two main issues that IKEA might face when entering New Zealand. First, the area is too sparsely populated and it is harder to reach out to customers that live further away from stores. And secondly, they sell identical products at different prices in different countries. And that is all from us. Thank you.